Imagine you're in a room. Someone is screaming at you. Or worse, they're quietly, methodically dismantling your dignity. Your pulse is thumping in your throat. Your fists are clenched so tight your nails are drawing blood from your palms. You have the perfect razor-sharp retort loaded in your chamber. And then, your eyes leak. The salt hits your cheek, and suddenly you aren't a warrior. You're a mess. You've lost the fight before it even started because your body just betrayed your brain. We've been taught a lie. We've been told that crying is the sadness emotion. So when you cry during an argument, you feel a double layer of shame. You're angry at the person in front of you, but you're furious at your own face for making you look weak, submissive, or unstable. It feels like a hardware glitch. Like someone poured water into a motherboard that was trying to run a high-intensity combat simulation. Why does this happen? It's not because you're sensitive. It's because your nervous system is literally redlining. Think of your emotional capacity like a high-pressure steam boiler. Most people think sadness is the only thing that fills the tank, but anger? Anger is high-octane fuel. When you're incandescent with rage, your brain triggers the fight or flight response. Adrenaline floods the system. Your heart rate hits 120. Your body is ready to throw a punch or run a mile. But you're in a boardroom or a kitchen. You can't do either. The result? The pressure has to go somewhere. The tears aren't a sign of grief. They are the emergency pressure release valve of a nervous system that is about to explode. Let's look at the chemistry. This is where it gets uncomfortable. When you're angry, your body produces high levels of cortisol and prolactin. Prolactin is the hormone specifically linked to emotional shedding. But here's the personal part. Angry crying is often a survival reflex learned in childhood, greater than the shadow truth. If you grew up in a house where expressing direct anger was dangerous, where talking back got you punished, or where anger was reserved only for the adults, your brain learned to camouflage your rage. You didn't feel safe being scary, so your body converted that fire into water to make you look less threatening. You aren't crying because you're hurt. You're crying because your brain is trying to stop you from getting killed by the person you're mad at. It's a biological white flag being waved by a soldier who actually wants to keep fighting. Here's the thing no one tells you, and it's going to feel wrong. The reason you are crying is because you are actually too powerful. Most people think angry tears mean they are too soft. The opposite is true. The counterintuitive truth is this. You cry because you are suppressing a level of violence, verbal or physical, that your moral compass won't let you execute. Your tears are the physical manifestation of the energy it takes to not destroy the person in front of you. It takes a massive amount of metabolic energy to hold back a scream. That energy creates heat. The tears are the coolant. Imagine trying to hold a live, thrashing electric eel inside a paper bag. The bag is going to tear. The water is going to leak. The tears are just the points where your self-control is ripping under the weight of your own power. So, how do you stop the leak when you're mid-sentence? You don't do it with positive thinking, you do it with biology. 1. The temperature shock. If you feel the prickle behind your eyes, drink ice-cold water or grab an ice cube. This forces the brain to pivot from the limbic system, emotions, to the somatosensory system, physical sensation. You're literally grounding the electrical circuit of your rage. 2. The scanning technique. When the tears start, look up, not metaphorically. Physically look at the corner of the ceiling where the wall meets the roof. Count the ceiling tiles. Identify the texture of the paint. This physical shift in your eye position inhibits the tear ducts and forces the prefrontal cortex to engage in a logical task, which throttles the emotional engine. 3. Change the label. Stop saying, "I'm sorry, I'm crying," and instead say, "My body is processing a lot of adrenaline right now. Give me a second, then I'm going to finish what I was saying by labeling it as adrenaline instead of sadness." You take the weapon of shame away from your opponent. You aren't a crying girl or a weak man. You are a biological engine that is currently cooling down. Next time the tears come when you're furious, don't hate them. Recognize them for what they are. The smoke coming off the tires of a car that's trying to go 100 miles per hour while the handbrake is pulled up. You aren't broken. You're just highly pressurized. The goal isn't to become a person who never cries. The goal is to become a person who can stand in the middle of a storm, with water running down their face and still finish the sentence. Because the most dangerous person in the room isn't the one who is shouting. It's the one who is crying and still hasn't backed down.